Alright, I think we're live now. I was streaming apparently to myself for 1 minute. Is that it? Is there. Let me see. Let me check the stream. I forget about YouTube how you have to hit live on. Is my microphone on? Yes. Okay, so the microphone's on. Looks like people are joining. Okay, looks like we're live. Alright. I didn't. I was. I had it streaming for a couple minutes and I was like, why isn't it like. I was like, that's. Oh, and then now we're back to. I think we're streaming though now. Let me go to the web page before I start talking. That was funny because I already talked about Dogecoin. But we could talk about it again. Let me know if there's anything you guys want to talk about in the comments or chat. Let's see. What am I looking for? Channel. This one. Okay, it looks like I'm live. Alrighty. Alrighty. So, yeah, basically, we'll just go through some charts that you guys want us to look at. Okay. Dogecoin current status. Gotcha. Let's see. What's going on with this one? Alright, Dogecoin. Let's take a look at the chart action for Dogecoin. Okay, so we're on the. Let's go to the daily time frame. Alright, yeah, so I was just talking about this before I didn't know I was not streaming. So we had this triangle pattern here. Gotta break the. We broke the trend right here, and then we've been just kind of getting resistance on this trend line right here. Yeah, and then so the thing I was watching is a limit order on .155, this orange line right here, and we didn't touch it quite yet. It looks like we're actually bouncing before we touched it. So yeah, I'm not sure. But let's see, we have this trend line going something maybe like this, and then maybe something like this. And so we're still kind of we're still pretty much trending down. We did get a little bit of support right here. I'm guessing what's this like on the 5 minute time frame? I haven't really been looking at the charts as much as I had been. I kind of got burnt out after those live stream like marathon kind of things. So after that, I kind of just been slowing down on charts and videos in general. But so I haven't really been paying attention, is what I'm saying. But we had a little bit of support right here, and I definitely have not been getting in the 5 minute time frame. But yeah, we got this little bit of support right here, and let's see if this can kind of hold, should I say. We're getting a little uptrend, and we're probably gonna retest right here at, what is this, like maybe .19. We're at .18.185 right now. It looks like we have a nice little movement to the upside. We also have this 180 moving average on the 5 minute time frame coming in right here. So it's possible that this trend continues and maybe. Okay, so here's what I'm saying. There might be resistance right here, and there might be some resistance right here. If we could break through. If we break through these lines, then we might get a nice little movement up. Like if we break this one, then we might come to this one. If we break this one, then I'm probably guessing this one would be the next one. We have this resistance right here and this resistance right here. Make that line, and then we have this resistance right here, this resistance right here, and we make that line. So definitely a downtrend, but getting a little bit of support right here and a nice little uptrend for the 5 minute time frame anyways, which isn't really, if you're trading on the So like this from the bottom to right here, I mean, if you would have caught this bottom from right there to there is 13%. So like, um, yeah, it just depends on where you buy. But yeah, so I don't know. What do you guys think? Yeah, what do you guys think? Um, I don't know. Should I? Let me see. What else should I look at on this chart? Let's go to the 4 hour or the daily. Let's just kind of. Let me think about this for a second. Let's delete all this stuff. So yeah, we might have a little bit of support down here. Let's see if it holds it or if it comes back up. Uh, and then yeah, so I still have my limit order set at 1.155. I'm just been waiting for that pretty much for the past pretty much the past few days. I also had one at I also had one at .287, and I got that one filled, but that one wasn't as big. Right up here at .287, that one wasn't as big as this one down here. So yeah, I mean, it came down to, if it's coming down to this level, then I figured I'll throw a nice little order in on it, but we haven't filled it yet. And that's what was happening up here too, is like we were coming close, we get close right there, got close right there, got close right there, got close right there. We finally filled it actually right here. But I had this order in since probably like it didn't get filled right here, so it must have been somewhere in here. But yeah, let's see. What else should we look at? Should we look at Bitcoin or um hourly time frame? Let me see what else we got. Oh, you know what else we could check out is the Dogecoin to Bitcoin. So, all right. Let's go to the daily time frame. Give it just a nice big picture. And as you can see, but look what happened. Okay. So we had a. So let's say, I don't know if I don't know how experienced are you guys? Do you guys? I'm guessing. I don't know. Do you know what Bitcoin, this Dogecoin to Bitcoin chart is basically? Like, are you familiar with this chart? So we had this run going like this uptrend, and then right here we pretty much got resistance, and we were going sideways. And oh yeah, so basically this is Dogecoin to Bitcoin. So this is why I like videos, because you can kind of think about stuff before you say it. But this is how many Dogecoins you can buy. This is how much Bitcoin you can buy with a Dogecoin, I think. I think so. How much? This is the Bitcoin, and this is the Dogecoin. So the higher basically the higher the price goes, the more Dogecoin is worth compared to Bitcoin. You probably already know what this chart is exactly. So anyways, we had this uptrend going like this, boom, boom, boom. And then we had resistance right here, and then we were just going sideways. We had support right here. We had support right here, and we did have support right here, but it looks like we broke the actual support. And we actually broke this support line right here where we had this orange line right there. This was previous support right there, so we're actually heading down in terms of Dogecoin compared to Bitcoin. The other thing though, we can maybe do like this a previous resistance line, maybe something like right here. There was previous support, not resistance, support line. There's support right here. So we came down, got support right there, came down, got support right there, and then we started moving up, boom, boom, boom. So let's see if the price can kind of come down, and it already kind of has. I mean, we got this little wick down right here, and then I mean, this little tiny baby support. I mean, we're only, like, we could, like I was saying on earlier, this is like the 5 minute time frame, so we got like a little bit of support right here, but In general, I would say we're still in a downtrend going something like this. We are creeping up on that trend line though. We are about to test it. So let's see what happens when we actually come up and test it. Like I said, we're getting really close to it. So if we could break through that and then 180 moving average on the the 5 moving time frame. The 180 moving average on the 5 minute time frame. There you go. We have that too. So once we break this trend line, then we'll have that to deal with as well. So, and this is, I mean, we're talking about Dogecoin to Bitcoin. So this is like 650 Satoshis. I think that's right. Should be good. So yeah, let's see. I think that's how it works. Let me see what else. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. I mean, uh, basically, I don't know. We're not gonna. We don't have this. We don't have. In general, I think we don't have this bull flag anymore. You know what I mean? I was looking at this like somewhat of a bull flag, like on this. I mean, it didn't really look that great on the weekly time frame, but on daily, it was kind of, but not really too at the same time, I guess. It was a nice bull run though. I mean, it was like this swing up and then consolidation and then swing up and then consolidation, and then it would have been nice to get that next leg up. It at least would have been a bull flag from here to, from, let's see, from here to like about, see, I don't really like that either though too much. But that doesn't look too bad, I guess. If it would have like stayed in this, let me delete these. Is anyone here? 3 people. Okay. It would have looked better if it would have. See, it doesn't look still that bad. It still looks like a flag. So, but then I mean, it did look like a flag. Is what I'm saying. From here, going like this. That wasn't bad. All right, so Ethereum. You guys want to check out Ethereum? Let me see. Ethereum to US dollar. Let me take out all these lines. Let's see. What did I have? I had some limit orders. I don't actually know which ones they were though. I'm pretty sure this bottom one at 2098 was my limit order. That sounds about right, because we had these wicks down right here, and then we had these wicks down right here. I don't know, I should do more Ethereum videos. I guess if I just start streaming more, I can cover it. But so yeah, this limit order got filled at 2098. I should probably look at it. I haven't even looked on Coinbase in a while. Like I said, I haven't really been into the market as much as I used to, or I was been during this big run. But so because I kind of just had my limit order set, and then I also been like just haven't had the money to spend on crypto right now. But I do want a dollar cost average in on some of these levels right now too, because we're at really good. Seems like, I don't know. We could be going down further though. We should look at the total crypto market cap after this one. So let's see. Let's say it continues to head down, because we did break this trend line going like this that I had. So we had this trend line going like this. Boom. We're getting support on it almost every time. Unless, let's see, what if we go to the weekly? The monthly. So that was the other thing, is the monthly has been giving us support. If you want to look at whatever chart you're looking at, and then look at the monthly time frame, and then check out the 9 moving average, you can see this 9 moving average coming in right here. And we haven't even tested it on Ethereum. Let's put a horizontal line right here at this 9 moving average. Boom. So we'll make that thinner. Do an orange line. Orange, you glad I put a limit order and stepped away and didn't have to sit there at the chart. Stupid joke. And then okay, so orange at 1532. I mean, this is that monthly moving average. So I mean, I don't know. And then plus we have this trend line, this other trend line. Let's go back into like let's see the daily maybe. Yeah. So let's go down here, and you can see where I got that second bottom trend line. Pretty much this one right here. Um, So we have support pretty much right here. Support, 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 support. That's where I got that trend line. It's basically this line right here extended out. So yeah, this is that second line of support that I have right here in general that I was kind of looking at for if we broke this one right here, this is what I would be looking at somewhere down here. And I mean, like that. Okay, what I'm trying to say is that orange line kind of comes in right here, and that was on that monthly nine moving average, right? So we have the monthly nine moving average on that orange line, and then we have, if we go to the daily, we kind of had support right here. We had like this nice little support, boom, boom, and that was actually even this one is pretty much on that orange line right there. So I mean, and look right here, boom, boom, support, support, and then move up, support, support, and then up. So yeah, I mean, this is kind of good. I'm doing this stream because I haven't looked at the chart in a while. So maybe I should do a limit order here. I think if I'm gonna buy, if I'm gonna do, I mean, this is what I'm planning on doing personally, not financial advice ever. But I mean, check out the support though. Boom, boom. Yeah. So we're looking at a price target maybe of. I don't like to do bearish price targets, but I guess the bearish price target would be 1532. Maybe we already hit our or my should I say 2098. I might have had a limit order here at 2282 if the orange line is there, but at the same time I think I was gonna go heavy on this bottom line right here just in because like I was like I'm not gonna buy any of these levels. I think is what I was my thought process, and I'm not gonna buy any of these levels. I'm gonna wait until it comes down to this support level right here and just kind of go heavy. And then yeah, so we got down to this level, but it seems like we're breaking it. But that's fine. Um, what I what the next thing to do I have if I let's see if I the next place basically I would say to that I am gonna buy it would be maybe at 1532 or like a limit order. Maybe I think that would be a good spot. So yeah, is there any other charts you guys want me to check out before? Not before, but ouch. Let's check out the total crypto market cap. Or I mean, are we? Do you think we're done here? Let's see. Like I said, okay. So in general, to wrap it up, I guess like I would on a video. Um, we're looking at the nine moving average. Boom. Basically that orange line. I'm just kind of hammering it. That this nine moving average, and then we have support right here on this area right here, and right here, and right here, and then this trend line. This trend line kind of meets up with this area right here from this support right here. So yeah, I mean we're in a downtrend basically until we break. I would say until. See, so look, okay, here we have another thing where it's like the trend line kind of, we get this trend line kind of almost out of nowhere. We have this two support right here and right here, and I don't know. We got this trend line going like this, but we could also kind of get this. Did I say support or resistance? Anyways, resistance right there and right there. But we also have resistance right here, and I would say the next. Well, let's see. I haven't really been keeping up on this chart, so it'd be the first one would have been right here because we had the resistance right here and right here. Heck, I think even it would have been something like this would have been the real one because we were trending down like this, and then we kind of broke right here, and then ever since then we were going sideways. And then you can kind of argue we've had, I mean, I'm kind of just doing this because I haven't been keeping up with this chart. And then we had the support line going something like this. We had support right here, and right here. And then we just broke that trend line going down right there. So I guess we would target from the top to the bottom of this little sideways triangle, something like that. Take that to the breakout, and then we're looking, that takes us down to my target again. Pretty much close to it anyways. I mean, something like that. The other scenario that I've been kind of looking at though too is if we have a bear flag, something like this, that would be bad. But the target for that is like, I don't think that's possible, because it comes down right here. We're doing something like this. I guess it is technically possible. To 411 though, I just don't see that. Yeah, on Ethereum, I don't know. I don't really see that. But I mean, yeah. Like I was saying, I could see more of this sideways triangle though, coming down to, I mean, this sideways triangle target lines up close to the target that I've been talking about in the other in basically for the last 5-10 minutes or whatever. So yeah, it comes down to this kind of support range right here. I wonder if I should do like a little box maybe. Let's do a support box, you can call it. Where's the box? I think it's in, sorry, 1 second. I think it's in the drawing. Yeah, it's right here. Okay, so maybe start at this top one because that's a little higher than the other ones, and then come down to like right here where this support dropped to right there. Somewhere in that area. 1417 to 1642. That's a big area. Like I said, I'm really focusing on that orange one because that monthly 9 moving average. I guess we'd have to watch this monthly 9 moving average because this can probably go up or down depending. I guess it'd go down more than anything. But it looks like it's moving slightly upward. That's what I'm saying. So basically what I'm saying is this, if we're looking at the 9 moving average on the monthly time frame, which I am doing, then I'm going to have to watch it and kind of probably move it as it goes up because this thing might come down and retest it is basically what I'm thinking. Yeah. All right. Any other charts that we should look at, or should I move on to the total market? This is actually, we can stick on Ethereum too and check out like Ethereum. I've been wanting to do these videos too of like Bitcoin versus Ethereum, or Ethereum versus Cardano, or Bitcoin versus Dogecoin. I just haven't done it. And there's like, I have this like list of stuff that I want to do. I just haven't done it, and I need to just buckle down and start doing it. But like, so basically I would do, and I still don't know how I guess I would do it. Maybe that's the problem. But let's go into Ethereum versus Bitcoin. And basically the same thing like I was talking about if you were here in the last little bit, how Dogecoin was on like looked like a bull flag. Oh, but check this out. Okay, let me wrap up that idea real quick. Dogecoin it looked like Dogecoin, actually it was on a nice bull run, and it looked like we were forming a bull flag. That's what I was gonna say. And so that target would have been something like this, basically a continuation. I guess we can still hold support somewhere here, possibly. Let's say something like that. I mean, what what I'm saying is there's like support right here and then support right here. And if we got a trend line and did something like this, something like that, maybe that'll hold, maybe that'll end up holding this support, and Ethereum will continue its bull run compared to Bitcoin. But for right now, let me go back to where it was. Okay, so it was like in this kind of triangle pattern, and then we broke this trend line going downward. So Ethereum is trending down to Bitcoin, should we say. And we can get, since we broke this trend line right here, let's just get rid of it for now. I mean, until we, basically what I'm watching is this downtrend right here. If we can break this trend line right here compared to Bitcoin, Ethereum will look like it'll be on an uptrend. It's kind of hard to pick words. That's why I like doing the recording, because I can sit there and think about what I'm going to say. But yeah, in general, maybe we have support right here. And maybe this bull flag isn't dead yet, is what I'm also trying to say. So let's say this bull flag, let's say we get a bounce right here, and we can come back up and retest this trend line right here. And to be honest, I'm actually more of a Bitcoin bull than I am Ethereum bull, but Ethereum's been on such a crazy run, and this looks like a bull flag in general. So, or continuation pattern, whatever you're, let's say we drag this to the breakout. Let's say we get a breakout something up here, or let's say even we drag this all the way down here, and we get like this, let's say we do this conservative pennant pattern, and we get the target. Say we have, I mean, let's say it's right there. Okay, for that one, it'd be at 0.12 Satoshis. And that would actually put us, okay, so this is why I like videos, is because I need to think about stuff for a minute, because we have also these blue lines, and these blue lines are from these previous tops. Let's see where they're at though. Maybe it's on the weekly time frame. Yeah, exactly. I got these from the weekly time frame. So we have this, like, the body of this previous top, or that's not the previous top, but the previous body top on the weekly time frame is right there, and right here, and right here. So these are these blue lines that I've been kind of looking at resistance. And in the previous bull cycle, we got resistance right here, and we got resistance right here, and then we got resistance right here coming downwards. So this was pretty much the previous weekly body top, but I guess we can do something. Dang, look how far it actually went up. What is going on here? I didn't even really realize that. Look at this, guys. The previous, like, all-time high to Bitcoin is way up here at 1 Bitcoin. What the that was, what, let me see what day it is. I want to see what day this was. April 10th 2017. Really? This is on Coinbase. Maybe it's just like the crazy Coinbase wick up thing. It's probably like for just like 5 seconds or something. Definitely not even there for a day. I don't know. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. So maybe we shouldn't even look at that. It was probably just this crazy manipulation, weird movement. I don't know. Who knows? But anyways, let's go back to what we do kind of have data on more than, or I think that's just some crazy anomaly. But I mean, we could also argue maybe something right here. This is the daily time frame. Maybe argue that blue line should be right there. Maybe these should be red lines as resistance lines. You know what I mean? Something like this. I don't know what this blue line was from. Oh, it's from this top right here. Okay. So yeah, I mean, these are previous possible resistance. Let me make these a little thinner. Possible previous, okay, they are previous resistance lines, which means they could be possible resistance lines in the future. And let me see where this wick comes up to, because this kind of looks like it's lining up with that flag pattern. See, look at this. Okay, so we have this previous resistance right here. What's the time at? What are we at on time? Oh, Nokia. We could go over Doge again in a little bit, and then Nokia would be not bad too. Nokia is old school. I've neglected Nokia for a long time, but if you were here from my beginning, this is Nokia was my original. Uh, I was like a Nokia channel for a while, just for a little bit. But let's see. Okay, so yeah. Let me finish this thought. We had this previous resistance right here, and it kind of looks like that's where this, like, what am I trying to say? This continuation pattern might end up going. If we can hold this flag pattern, something like this. It looks like kind of like a pennant, if anything, maybe something like this. If we could hold that pattern, maybe, or I guess it was like a bounce right here. Right? That was for this breakout right here to get there. And if it like went another leg down, something like this, and it broke out maybe somewhere right here, it wouldn't line up as great, but still, I don't know. Just what I'm looking at. But I was looking at also this pattern right here, and it did break to the downside, kind of. I think I showed you where it was like something like this. You know what I mean? So yeah, in general, I think we are technically trending down compared to Bitcoin. Not we. Ethereum is trending down. When I say we, I don't know. So yeah, trending down to Bitcoin. Maybe it'll get support on this 180 moving average, and this is on the daily time frame. So that's kind of slightly significant. Maybe if it keeps trending down like that. But like I said, maybe it'll hold support right here too. Okay, my first phone in 1997. Oh, I know. Nokia was sweet. Nokia was actually really like those phones were actually awesome. It was like high school stuff though, and then like that was probably more like yeah, I guess that's some, no, 97's like, I'm thinking more like 2000s. But Snake. Remember Snake? All right, let's do Nokia. Which one is first? Nokia was first. Let's do Nokia real quick, and then we'll just go touch on Dogecoin again. Neo. I also let's see what I just want to look at Neo real quick. So this is actually pretty cool because I could just look at stuff real quick, and then you guys can kind of come along for the ride. With Neo, we're kind of in this triangle pattern. It looks like still. And okay, so this is what I'm thinking is going to happen with crypto in general too, because like what we had with Neo and Tesla and stuff like that, we had like this big run, and then we had resistance right here, kind of like the resistance, like that big crash that we had in crypto. And what happened is we broke the weekly time frame right there. And did the monthly hold support? We actually did break the monthly for a little bit, but it's holding support right now. This is actually what we're getting support on right here too. This is monthly 9 moving average on Neo. And I'm guessing if we go to Tesla, we're going to see this pretty much something similar. Where is it? Let me just look at this real quick before we go to Nokia. Oh, so on the monthly time frame, we actually broke this monthly 9 moving average, and we're actually trying to test it to get back into it right now. So that looks even worse almost. I actually hold some Tesla, so yeah. Until we break this monthly 9 moving average, I think we can be kind of bearish, honestly. And let's look at the weekly time frame. Yeah, under the weekly as well. So I don't know. What I'm saying though is maybe this will give us an idea of what crypto is going to do. But look at this like uptrend on Tesla. I mean, it's like we still haven't broken this like triangle pattern we have right here. So yeah, can you show us Wish? Sure, let's do it. Let me look at Nokia and then Doge, and then we'll go to Wish. Let's do Nokia real quick though. I haven't looked at Nokia actually. 0%. Did it just, was it just like, that's weird. Looks like it moved. Although maybe not. Okay, so let's kind of reevaluate everything because like I said, I haven't looked at this chart in so long. We have been kind of, we got that like squeeze over here where with all the GameStop, Nokia, Robinhood craziness where it spiked up all hardcore. I actually made some pretty decent cash on just a stream. I was just watching a stream and they were like Nokia, and I bought like right here, and then it went up right here, and I think I sold somewhere. I don't know where it was. I guarantee I didn't get the top, but it was somewhere over here, and then it came down, and then I bought some more, and then when it was somewhere up here though, and then it came down, and I've been kind of trying to accumulate in general, like these lower levels. Pretty much in here I accumulated, and then I kind of just forgot about it. I've just kind of just haven't even paid attention to it. But let's go to like, this chart's so big. Let's go to the monthly time frame. So check out where that wick on that short happened, or that, not short, the short squeeze or whatever. I think it's a short squeeze. It wicked up right into this monthly 180 moving average right here. And if we go to this triangle pattern that we're looking at, because we have resistance, can you guys hear me? I should probably look at the microphone because I'm kind of talking a little soft. In my videos, I usually talk a little louder. I wonder if I should crank this up a little bit. Something like that, maybe. Alright, I need to get out of that like hanging out mode. I need to do video mode. Alright, so, and I just changed the volume. Dang it. I'll go back. Alright, that should be good. Alright, so, yeah, we had this resistance right here. Hold up. We had resistance right here, or we have resistance right here. Okay, cool. I was just curious because I was talking kind of low. Sometimes I do that. I get like too comfortable and I'll start, because usually I do kind of like this. I need to put some like testosterone into my voice. All right, so we have this resistance right here, and then this resistance right here, and it looks like we're getting resistance right here, and this is on the monthly time frame again. So basically what I'm trying to say is we have a triangle pattern, something like this possibly. I mean, we have the support right here and we have the resistance right here, and this kind of starts, I mean, I guess you could kind of argue we have the support down here as well. So maybe this, I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what pattern this is, because you can also argue something like this, that we're in this kind of like channel pattern. Let me see, what target would this be? Hold up. I'm just kind of seeing what targets we got. See, this is very similar anyways, because this is the back of the channel pretty much, you know what I mean? So drag that to the breakout, looking at something like that, which puts us right around this 180 moving average at, let's see, this is at 9.32, and then yeah, and then this is similar to this target pattern right here where we have this triangle pattern right here. So what I'm saying is maybe we can see, I start to get a little lower. Maybe we can look for, if we can break out right here, if we could break out right there and not get rejected, and I don't know, you know what I mean, come back down and continue in this downward channel, because technically we're in a downtrend. we had support right here, but we are in a downtrend. So if we could break right here, then maybe we can get that target like I'm looking at right here somewhere. If we break wherever this is right there, and like I said, and this has always been like I've talked about Nokia for a long time, is I'm pretty sure this is more of a longer term play. It might take a while for us to break out. Okay, so let's go. We're on the monthly time frame still, but look at like our previous all-time highs. Like this, it's. I mean, I think unless they just diluted it with a bunch of shares, maybe they just added a bunch of. I don't know what the story is in the stock, and that's why I kind of like definitely like Bitcoin, because you can't add shares or whatever, but or do stock splits, which I don't even really know about. I'm more of a crypto person, so like I could just look at the charts and see what the momentum and stuff's going. But anyways, look at these all-time highs. I mean, if these are, like I said, maybe I don't know, but look at this trend line we got going, something like this, something like that. And then that also brings us up to this where we got that wick up right here. That wick up came pretty much directly to this trend line. So I guess in overall, what my message has been on Nokia since the beginning is, if we could break this trend line, this downward trend line going, it didn't necessarily come up right there and touch it, but which I guess would have been better for this pattern, but it did touch it right there, and then we touched it right there, and then if we could break through it is what I've kind of been looking at, that this might be a good play. And they're doing stuff with 5G, and I really jumped on it because of the, I don't like calling them meme stocks, because I think that's, I don't know, I think that's kind of played out and doesn't really even give it just, I call them short squeeze stocks. Call them Robinhood only lets you sell them stocks or something. I don't know, you know what I mean? Because this was another one of those ones where you could only sell for a little bit, I think. Or, you know what I mean? They didn't let you buy them, and you could only sell them. And I think this is one. I know AMC and GameStop are one, but anyways, this one, I think this is one of the ones they didn't let you buy, at least for one of those days. Okay, so I think that's, so okay, let's, and yeah, like I've said in previous videos on this one too, this, like I've said, this might be crazy talk, but I mean, there's that target right there, there's this target right here, and like I said, this might be crazy talk, but I mean, like, we drag these to the breakout and we're looking at something like that, or maybe something like this, you know what I mean? So and these are, let's see, this small target right here is 836%, and this bigger target over here is, let me be more precise on that bigger target. I mean, we haven't broken out here yet, and let's say we drag this all the way down to like the end of the triangle, which it would be probably before then, but let's see, the small one is at, oh, that actually makes it a bigger thing. Let's say it's right here. I think that makes it a bigger. When you drag it from lower to the higher, it's bigger. See, that's 526%, and let's say it broke out right here. Because this is actually, bringing it up here is actually more conservative in terms of percentage wise. 800% would be from right there. AMC, undervalued, but why Wall Street stocks? You think Nokia is undervalued by Wall Street stocks? You mean like Wall Street bets stocks? Or I haven't actually hit up the Wall Street bets in a while either. Okay, so we did Nokia. Let me kind of, let's stick on this Nokia for one more minute, and then we'll jump to Dogecoin. I don't know if that person's still here or not, but, and we'll just, because basically we're Dogecoin channel now. I'm a Dogecoin channel now, pretty much, which is cool. The other thing is, if we do a Fibonacci retracement, this is my other thing. I need to get more back into this stuff. The downtrend has been like this downtrend in crypto has been kind of killing me, kind of stressing me, not stressing me out, but just like, yeah, stressing me out, I guess you could say. But it's I haven't really wanted to talk about it as much as I've. It's not as fun to talk about crypto when it's in a downtrend. Let's see. And that's where most of my stuff is. Arc is actually looks like it's actually picking back up. See, I don't really like the way that looks either. Maybe something like, do you think the bottom is right here? Do you think the bottom is in, as they say? Something like that. So let's say the bottom is right there at this wick right here. Fibonacci retracement tool. Are you guys familiar with that? Yeah, wish is coming up right after this. Oh no, Dogecoin and then wish. Sorry. So yeah, Fibonacci retracement. I like the 50% level. What was the other one I was looking at? Was it up here? Was it because of like a falling wedge or something like that? Yeah, I mean, let's say we got this target, something like that, and then drag it to right here. I think that was my other target that I'd originally kind of called like way back in the day, and I was like, let me know if you guys think I'm crazy. Totally possible. I used to think I was crazy too. I mean, I used to think technical analysis was crazy, but until Bitcoin did exactly what people said it was gonna do. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's still this downtrend going something like this right here too. I wonder what this looks like right here from the top to the bottom of this right here. Something like that. Yeah, like I said, I think we just need some upward movement and start breaking some of these trend lines, and I think we're gonna start like taking off. But I've been holding for a long time. Like I said, I bought at this wick where it was not the best place to buy, honestly, and then it came down and I accumulated a little bit more, and yeah, I kind of just been letting it sit there. I haven't even been really looking at this chart. I actually plan on holding Nokia for probably a long time. I'm thinking this is more of a long-term play, because if you look at this chart, we're looking at the monthly time frame right now, and look how, I mean, if we want this chart to play out, we're on the monthly time frame. It's going to take forever, and that's another thing why I've moved a lot into crypto, is because the charts move so much faster than, let's see, this is still hundreds of percent. If we can, I don't know, we still have a lot of targets that we probably have to set, like one right there. And so let's see, let's go to Dogecoin now. If that person's still here, let's see how many others. The chat was okay, so we have a couple people here, so at least that's cool. How much time have I been on? Let me check that real quick. $137. Okay, so I'm coming up on an hour. Let's see. Which is probably what I'm gonna be doing in general, is an hour time slot. I was gonna. That's a joke, but it's. Okay. Let's see. Is the Dogecoin person still here? Let me see. Where's my chat? Okay. Off topic, but I see there's a gap to be filled on 34 and AMC will it drops and fill it. Oh, interesting. Let's check it out after this. Okay, so with Dogecoin, like I've been talking about, I kind of wanted to go down more, honestly. No offense, but no offense. But I had my limit order set at .155, and it didn't get filled, but it looks like we're getting a bounce there. And I'm not gonna FOMO in right now, just I'm not going to. So yeah, So let's see, we have this downtrend. So yeah, okay, let me, instead of just putting lines on there, let me show you what I'm doing. Let me talk about it. Okay, so we have this resistance right here, and we have this resistance right here. Let's put a trend line right there. Down trend, something like that. And then we can kind of make it a little bit more right there and right here, pretty much. Okay, and then we have resistance right here and pretty much right here. This is that second line, I would say. Something like this. Okay, so we're in this downtrend like this, and if we could break above this one, the next one we'll have to break is this one. And then once we break those, what's going on here? Okay, once we break above those, then we'll have this next one up here at like about 0.25, 0.26. Actually, this one's like at 0.265, somewhere around there. Let's see what's going on here. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. The 1 hour. Let's look at the moving averages right now. It looks like that thing is holding support. I talked about at the beginning of my stream how this was just like this 5-minute little support line, should I say, and it looks like it's holding it so far, guys. We have this uptrend going something like this. So basically what we can watch is, and like I said too, the from this bottom right here to where we were talking about earlier was like 15-17%. It dropped down a little bit, but now we're still holding this trend line. Boom, it's got support right there. Let's see if it gets support right here and continues that leg up. We have a on the 5-minute time frame. We have this 180 moving average coming in right here at possibly 0.207, something like that. So yeah, okay, so at maybe 0.207 we'll see a little bit of resistance, possibly 0.207. Then this trend line appears at 0.220, somewhere right there in that area approximately. Yeah, like I said, I'm honestly kind of biased to the downside. I want that limit order to get filled, but I still have a bunch of Dogecoin. So if we start heading up, I'm not gonna worry about it either way. Either way, if it goes down, I'm gonna buy more. If it goes up, the Dogecoin that I hold is worth more. So like that's kind of what I'm looking at. And then there was also this limit, this order, not this order, but this level down here at 1118, and I think that's on the monthly the monthly 9 moving average. And yeah, I think in general that's one thing that I'm going to be kind of watching and on these charts too, is for support is this monthly 9 moving average, and that might move up or down, probably up. I don't know, I guess that just depends. Probably up, because the price is up here, and if as time goes by, the price and the moving average will meet. But yeah, what am I trying? Sorry, I'm getting tired. What am I trying to say here? Basically, I don't know how fast the price is going to go down, and I don't know if it'll go down this far, but this is a level to watch for possible support. Like I said, my money is on 0.155 as of right now, so maybe it'll get support right there. And it already kind of has. I mean, you can kind of already see that it hasn't got support exactly on my limit order, but we're getting support at that area. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't fill my order, but if you called right here, it did. Or if it called, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that we're gonna head straight up though either though. Like I said, we're in this downtrend, so until we break, like we just broke this one right here, so that's a good sign. We just broke this 1 hour. Let's back it up, and this is what I was gonna say too, is let's look at the moving averages, because let's bring that one back real quick. Actually, we have this 9 moving average. which actually lines up with this trend line right here, this first trend line. This is on the 1 hour time frame. So we just broke the 1 hour 9 moving average. Let's see if we can get a bounce on it and then continue to break this one. I'm wondering if the second one is on the 4 hour. Let's see. Pretty much. It's pretty close to the 4 hour 9 moving average. So we got this 9 moving average coming in right here. If we could break this 9 moving average and this trend line, they're both kind of similar spots. I think they're going to come into similar spots. Then that would be the next good sign. And then let's go to the daily time frame. The daily time frame is this next trend line. So, or is that the same as the 4 hour? No, this one's the daily. This one's the daily. This one's the 4 hour, and, and this one's the 1 hour. See, my voice is already starting to. So yeah, I mean, if we could hold support, if we could keep going, then that'll be good. So basically, let's say we have this trend line going something like this, and until we break this trend line going like this, then we have support. All right, so that's a basic rundown of Dogecoin. Actually, see, it's up 12% for right now. Since right here, since probably this for the day, I guess you can say. And the day started right here. Let me delete this. Okay. The next one is Wish. Put it on my Wish watch list. Even though I haven't done stocks really. Is this a Wall Street's bets short squeeze stock? I'm not gonna call them the meme stock, DW, but ignore them. Dogecoin. I think, dude, the network effect for Dogecoin is like really like, I don't know. I think a lot of people still like Dogecoin, but oh, okay. I could do AMC real quick. Let me check out AMC real quick. Sorry. Oh, gap. Which time frame did you say the gap was on before you leave? Right here. Let's see. Let's look at the daily time frame. He said there's a gap on AMC, and it could possibly come down and get filled. Yeah, there's a gap right here, as a matter of fact, from there to there, and the gap is, I didn't even see that. That's a good call. The gap is sitting at, let's see, this would be the gap right there, I guess. Maybe support. What would it be, like a blue line maybe? Green line? Orange line. Support. Aren't you glad I put a limit order there? Yeah. So, like I said, I've been watching this daily 9 moving average right here. This has been holding support, and we held support right here for today. So let's see, before you go, let's see tomorrow if we could hold this 9 moving average right here. That's basically what I'm watching. So yeah, and I'll try to make a video on it tomorrow too. What was I just looking at? Wish. But yeah, I think if we can hold support on this 9 moving average right here on AMC, then we might be looking at a leg up, because these moving averages, this is one thing I learned from Zip Trader on Charlie from Zip Trader is, okay, so there's a gap at 50 and then 34. Let me look at that real quick. Oh yeah, there is a gap here at 34 too. I think, okay, so the thing I think I've learned somewhere along the line is the gap downs or the gap ups aren't as important as the gaps down. So like if the price is heading down and there's a gap, like, so there's, the price is going down and then the price is right here and then it gaps down, like there's a gap downwards. I don't think I think those ones are more significant as the ones where they gap up. That's just what I've kind of heard, and also what I've kind of seen. I don't really take a lot of I don't really put a lot of significance in the gap ups as I do in the gaps downs. Like the one on there's a gap down on Walgreens, and there's a gap down on Boeing, and let's see where they at. Um, so yeah, I don't know. You're right though. There is a gap right here. There's a gap right there, and then there's a gap right here. So it's possible. It's totally possible that they get filled, but and honestly, we are starting to kind of like get this resistance, like kind of toppy feeling, kind of like how Bitcoin was doing, but and then we have these support lines that we're kind of testing and we're breaking, so we're having to like get support on this 9 moving average. Okay, so I didn't finish the thought about the 9 moving average though, and I learned this from Charlie on Zip Trader, is when we can bounce on these 9 moving averages, or not the nine, I mean moving averages in general, but especially like this 9 moving average, when we get a bounce like that, then that's when we can get the next legs up and stuff like that. It doesn't always happen though. That's the thing. Is like, but it's a good signal. Like right here, we broke above it, and then we tested it, and then that's when we got a green candle, and then we really broke, like we got that support, and it was like confirmation. It gives confirmation on the next leg up. Someone said gap get filled 90. So yeah, that's why I was saying I think you should probably do more research on gaps, but like what I've heard is that gaps that get okay, so this one is a gap that is moving upward. You know what I mean? The price was down here, the price went up, and there was a gap. It's like upward. You know what I mean? Let's go to Walgreens and Boeing. I know those are two that I've watched for a long time, since COVID, pretty much since I got into stocks. This is pretty much These were like my first stocks that I was really into. Let's see, Walgreens Boots Alliance. Um, if we come to the, let's see, it's probably on the, I think it's on the daily time frame. The daily, and it's still on my chart. Okay, cool. Come over here. See, I would put more significance in this gap downwards. See, so like the price was right here, and then the price went downward gap, and it made this gap right here. And so yeah, I would say it's just what I've heard. I don't, you know what I mean? The gap thing in general seems like it's like a Fibonacci thing, where it's kind of like, I don't know how to explain why it works or why it happens, but even these half of these patterns, I don't really understand why they really what's going on in the background. But like, yeah, I know what you're saying though. The gaps in general, I look at the gaps as well. This is what I'm kind of saying, but I don't know exactly how they work. Like I said though, the gap downs like this one, where the price goes down and there's a gap, I've heard that those are more significant than the gap ups, which is on AMC. Where's AMC? Well, what else did I want to talk about at AMC? It's funny on TikTok, like, I don't think, I don't know if people understand the short squeeze thing. I know every YouTuber on the planet has talked about short squeezes. So like, I don't know, like, but that's why I think, I mean, that's AMC right here, is this too many shares being shorted, and you know what I mean, shorts needing to cover. I think the longer we can go sideways, guys, you know what I mean, that's what we need, sideways action. And like I said, if we could just hold on this daily moving average, this daily 9 moving average. Sorry, I'm jumping around. I didn't even hit up wish, and I'm still going to. But yeah, I think if we could hold this 9 moving average, keep it going sideways, that's not good for the hedge funds or whatever, the people that are shorting it with leverage. You know what I mean? So yes, sorry about that. We are gonna do wish right now. Okay. this is there something I should know about this stock? Okay, so we had a downtrend going like this. And when we had a downtrend going like this, let's ignore this little pump right here because we had resistance right here and then we had resistance all right here pretty much. So that gives us a downtrend going like this. We broke that trend right here, and actually this is my favorite pattern, guys, kind of. I mean, this looks like similar. I mean, maybe something like that would be. These are like my favorite patterns though, honestly. Something like I said, I think this is it. But then like Tesla, and I don't think I hit on this when I was talking about Tesla and Palantir too. We have these like falling wedges or things that seem like falling wedges, and then they get a breakout, and then it kind of just gets rejected at this line, and then it kind of starts moving down, and then it forms like another falling wedge. You know what I mean? Where then it's falling again. And then it comes, it like does this, and then it comes to this line, breaks out, and it does a little breakout, and then it like just gets resistance at like another little, and then kind of forms a ends up forming a falling channel. You know what I mean? And where we're just kind of like getting teased every time for a falling wedge. But this kind of looks like a falling triangle, falling wedge, something like this, and it's going something like this. We got a breakout right here. In these patterns, what I target is previous resistances, and so like something like right here, maybe do a red horizontal line, something right here, and then do another one, maybe something right here. So we have maybe targets of 1931 and then 13.83. 31.83. I need to start saying point. It's the grammatically correct way to say it. Although it's a really bad habit, so I'm probably never going to stop saying dot. But I think I get the dot from like www dot. And then I have to like, in IT, you have to explain stuff. Like go to this web page, www dot, and I just say it a lot. So 19.31, but I'll try to start saying it correctly. So yeah, those are two probably targets I would look at. And then also you could kind of look at this uptrend is going something like this. Also, hammering the moving averages all the time on my channel. I should probably call my channel like moving average channel or something like that. We are above. Okay, so we have this daily 9 moving average right here, this blue line right here, coming in like this. We broke above it. Let's see. Let's kind of see what it's doing. We broke below it right here, downtrend. Broke above it, kind of got little, it wasn't much. Broke below it, downtrend, big downtrend. Broke above it, wasn't much. Broke below it, big downtrend. So it looks like when you break below it, it's like, at least in this pattern right here. Maybe when we break right here, we broke above it right here. Maybe that can change where it's gonna stay above it. Because look right here, we got a nice little big upswing, and then now it's getting support. Actually, we got a big upswing. We came back down and tested it. Now we got support and we got that confirmation, and now we're heading back up. And that's what I'm kind of talking about, these moving averages. I learned this from Charlie's channel on Zip Trader. You guys should go check him out if you don't follow him. I don't know him, but that's where I learned it. And anyways, support, confirmation, boom. I mean, I would say, okay, so let's look at a target, I guess, right? And that guy was saying we could do this is a target or this is a target, whichever one you feel comfortable with. And yeah, like I said, we also have this uptrend going something like this, and this kind of lines up with this daily 9 moving average. It's kind of in the same spot. So yeah, let's see if we could kind of hold this trend line, keep heading up like that, or maybe get a nice big pump, do something like this. Okay, so let's say maybe this is what I'm kind of thinking it might happen. We got this pump like this, came down, tested it. Maybe we'll get a nice pump up, come back down, test it, do something like that. I don't know. it's hard to say, but we are in a falling wedge, kind of. I mean, what do you guys think? It's a falling wedge? Do you guys think so? Um. Oh, so you got a pretty good. You're already pretty up, probably pretty good, right? Let's see. Just today. Today, even just today is 15%. Nice. Sweden. So yeah, let's take a look at the smaller time frame now. Let's kind of dig deeper into it. If you say you got some, uh, this is the only weird thing though. We got this big, huge run up and then kind of crash down. So I would say maybe take profits on this. If it gets like a big, huge pump like this, maybe you want to take profits, cause got already pretty big pump right there. Let's see what's up with like the weekly. Oh, okay, here we go. Some more investigation. Check it out. Moving averages, guys. It's like I said, I should be the moving average channel. So we had this downtrend going like this, right? But check it out. Right here, we broke below this weekly moving average, and ever since then, we tried to test it right here and got rejected. Boom. We actually tried testing it right here. We broke through it and got rejected back down under it, and then had to slowly build our way up, and we broke through it right here. So basically what I'm saying is it broke through it right here, and this might be a long-term play. I don't even know what they do. What does Wish do? I should look it up. Context logic. Let me look this up real quick. I'm just curious because this seems almost like a long-term play at this point. But e-commerce. Oh, okay. So it seems like eBay maybe. And then it has Wall Street Bets. But see, I'm guessing like Wall Street Bets just saw that it was undervalued and probably super shorted or something like that. Where did you hear about this? Did you? I mean, did you? Do you? Did you hear about this from Wall Street Bets, or do you just like the fundamentals about this company in general? I mean, eBay, yeah, something like eBay, yeah. I can see why you would just like that in general, but it is a Wall Street Bets stock as well, which also has, I don't know, the Wall Street Bet stocks kind of, I'm trying to say like not concerns me, but like it's I'm cautious about it, about my money putting into those ones, because I feel like they're gonna like you have to time them very well, and if you're not early, then you're not gonna do good. So, but like I said, this one looks decent. I mean, we're doing something like this. What would be the percentage of even from right here to 19? That's like 42%. So they're saying at 30. Oh, okay, so exactly. I mean, I wonder if there's a different chart for it, but 30 is around the previous all-time highs. It's this previous, you could pretty much do this like resistance area right here, I guess. Yeah, that seems pretty right. There's a lot of resistance up here. You know what I mean? And I could see why they would target right there. Maybe even something like right here. Somewhere around .30 seems about right. Is everyone gonna dump at 30? Just put in a limit order at 30. Yeah, exactly. So exactly. I mean, it seems like these are my favorite patterns though. Honestly, when Bitcoin and cryptos and these patterns, the only thing I don't like about stocks is like right now that you can't trade it. It's just dead right now. I mean, it's nothing's happening on the stock right now. As where Dogecoin, something's happening right now at all times. But yeah, it's just kind of slow for my blood, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But look at this volume as well. Maybe it's look at this volume. It's like huge green candle this last day or two. I should probably throw like I should probably throw like a share or two down and just, I should probably just buy like 2 shares and just sell one right here and then just sell another one up here. Or something like that. Have some sort of little game plan like that. It's only, I have money on Robinhood still. And then also help, if it's on Wall Street Bets, it's kind of fun just playing around with the Wall Street Bet stock too. Just throwing a little tiny bit of money on it. But yeah, I don't know. I just haven't really been into stocks lately. I believe in the stocks. So you're like holding it for long term, or you're just trying to? Do you think it could go past 30? Let's see. What else do we got? Some downvotes. That sucks. Was there any other requests that you guys have? Total crypto market cap real quick. I should do a video on this one. BlackBerry. I think I have a BlackBerry stock. I haven't looked at my Robinhood, I mean my Webull account in like a long time. Let's see. 15-minute chart? I never really look at the 15-minute chart. Let me see BlackBerry though. Ooh, that doesn't really look that great on BlackBerry. Looks like we got our pump and then it actually came up to my target though. I was hoping it would keep going. Let's see if it maybe still can. I guess technically BlackBerry is on an uptrend, going something like this white trend line on the bottom right here. We had support right here and then support right here. And so that's giving us this line on the bottom. Apparently, last time I did technical analysis, which I haven't done in a while, we had a downtrend going something like this. We broke this trend line right here, and I was targeting probably from the top to the bottom of this triangle. Yeah. Drag that to the breakout, and it looks like we pretty much got our resistance pretty much right there. And ever since then, it's been trending downward. So I would do a trend line going something like this, trending downwards. And basically, until we break this trend line going like this, I would say we're trending downward. This will be our resistance line pretty much. And until we break that resistance line, then expect to keep getting resistance on it. But like I said, we have this white trend line coming in on the bottom. So what I would do is probably watch this to go down until we hit this trend line down here for support, and then we watch for it to decide if it goes up or if it goes down. But yeah, this is another one of those Wall Street Bets short squeeze stocks. Look at the all-time highs. This is crazy too. This would be nice if this had a squeeze too. But like, let's do a Fibonacci retracement from the top to the bottom, something like this. And like the 50% level on this right here, it puts us at 75.37, and that's at this previous resistance right up here. So that's just a Fibonacci retracement. I don't know, it seems like it's been forever since it's been up here, and I'm guessing the fundamentals of just I don't know what BlackBerry's doing. GOED. What's that? Let me take a look at that. Is this a stock tip? Let's see. Another. Yeah, see, these are good ones. See, this is like, I don't know. These seem like they're good ones to. I'm not good at stocks because I'm not good at like timing things, keeping track of things. I just kind of like Bitcoin. It's cool because I just buy some, let it go, and Dogecoin, buy it, let it go, whatever. But with these, you kind of have to time them, and these are good. And look for these nice setups, because you know when you have like this downtrend going something like this, and then it looks like it's about to break it. Like watch, check it out. We have resistance right here. We have resistance right here. And then we have this downtrend going something like this. And it looks like we're right about to test that resistance line. So basically, I think if we could break this line right here, it'll be a nice move. But there's also this 180 moving average right here, and this is on the daily time frame. So this is at $7.87. You might want to look for resistance right there at $7.87, possibly somewhere approximately. This, I mean, it's not going to go down like that, but it's like this thing curves, so it could go up too. Like it could start moving up or it could start moving down in a curve. So yeah, nice. All right, let's see. I think that about does it. If you guys have any questions, do you guys have anything else? Been going for an hour and a half. So she said. Just kidding. What else do we got? I think someone. Like I said, I haven't really been looking at all these charts. I've been looking at like Bitcoin. For sure, you're welcome. Do not trade divergence. What has a divergence? Doge has a daily, has on the daily time frame. Okay, let's check it out. I don't look at the RSI as much as I should. And I always kind of missed. I mean, even when I used to look at the RSI, whoops. Even when I used to look at the RSI, it's hard to spot them sometimes. The way I usually spot them is if the price is going up or it's like staying sideways and the volume is going down, then I'll look at the RSI. Let's see where we at. The RSI. Here we go. Okay, actually, look at how oversold Dogecoin is. Wow, this is a daily time frame. Dang, Dogecoin hasn't been this oversold since like. Well, I guess you can argue right here. I guess back when it was like 3 cents. That's interesting. Major cool off on the RSI. Holy crap, that's good. This is good. And then we actually have an uptrend going right here. If we can hold that, it's like kind of breaking it right now. Okay, daily time frame. You said there's a divergence. MACD. Oh, I don't look at the MACD. Or I don't know how to use it, should I say. I never use it. But the RSI looks on the daily. Let's see what the weekly looks like. Yeah, like I said, there's this like uptrend going something like this. If we could hold that uptrend, it looks like it's going down though. It might be. Was that a double bubble right here? goes up and then comes back up, and then the other let's see, I'm just trying to look at this RSI. I don't usually look at the RSI, but I think like the 50% or 50 level, which is like basically where we're at right now, is another line of not support, but like you could see in this area in general there's like a lot of support. It comes down, kind of gets support in that area. I think when it does it at the 50% level, it's called a comeback queen. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong on that. And then if it comes down all the way down here and then it pops back all the way, it's a comeback king. I think that's the way it goes. Like I said, I'm not an RSI expert at all, but dang, this actually looks really good. I wish that my limit order would have got filled, and I wouldn't have to worry about it bouncing back up and getting left behind. But yeah. Alright guys, well I think that about does it for this stream. I'm gonna try to start streaming more often, and I don't know my schedule yet. I'll probably be doing it either in the morning or the night, depending on what I feel like. And yeah, so just look out for the scheduled times. I'll probably put a schedule, like a little, you know what I mean, like the little thumbnail where it says like a stream's gonna happen today, scheduled, whatever. So yeah, I'll try to put one up before I stream, like an hour or two before I stream, and then I will try to do it more, and so we can cover more stuff easier without having to do a video, because the videos are kind of, it takes a while to make a video, to think about it, and then to think what I'm gonna say, and then record it, make it perfectly clear, and then do the thumbnail, and then do the editing, and then do a TikTok for it. And so yeah, I like to do both, but I want to do this more too. Alright, if you guys like this stream, hit that thumbs up button.